Again, ideally, we're not going to be using these healing perks. Claudette's coming straight on a gen, loving that. If you guys can, get yourself a Prove Thyself. Honest to God, Prove Thyself is the perk that will make that tournament. Once again, assuming the rules are as simple as fastest escapes or highest number of escapes. Nice, good job committing to that gen, loving it, really good. He gets a hit here guarantee, that's fine. Nice, we get a Volt. I'm going to want to see you looking backwards a bit more now, since that he's not getting a guaranteed hit. And he's left us. Okay. Nice, and now you're looking for a gen straight away? Oh, yeah, you're looking for one. Okay, yeah, nice, we're going towards a pallet. Okay, this is not so nice. I don't know if that pallet was already dropped that we've just run away from. Once again, it would be nice to have winners of opportunity to know this. I haven't actually been listening to your callouts just because there's been a lot of stuff while I'm trying to tell you what to do, so. It's also very quiet compared to the game, actually. It's like a fraction of the game's volume. We didn't even point our camera at that pallet. It would be nice to know if that pallet's available, because now he gets another free hit. Nice! We're so lucky he has good connection. Oh no, okay, okay. So right here, this little back and forth action, you could have, you could be a little bit further. It's a small optimization, but these really do add up very quickly. You're not using your third person camera to gain as much information as you really should do. So let me just fast forward back here to where he breaks the pallet. So boom, nice. We run around the corner. We stand right where we are now. We stay still and we do not move. We absolutely don't move because he can't see us. So right now he doesn't know if we're literally stood here or if we've ran all the way around the loop. So what he could end up doing is running this way, leaving the pallet open for you to reuse, in which case we just come back this way and the loop continues until he breaks it. What we instead carry on doing is running forward. I mean, we can see he's starting the kick animation, to be fair, but we start running this way, which is fine. As soon as we see that confirmation of the break, which we now see, that's when we start going. But the thing is, we did go a little bit early. Then we ended up running back because we weren't sure. Oh crap, was he faking it? We didn't know that. So just hanging around for like a fraction of a second longer, sorry, would have made a huge difference here in terms of this chase. So right now, in fact, he wasn't in the break animation. He was in the stun animation before. My bad. It's because the game was paused. I didn't know what was going on. Right, so yeah, right now, we don't know if he's coming this way or if he's breaking the pallet. And if we knew that, we could be running further than we are now. Instead, we run this way and then we undo most of our running by walking back. That extra distance could have been used to get further away if we had used our camera appropriately. I hope that's making sense. Alright, so now, nice, we know he's invisible, so we don't care all too much about what happens since he can't hit us. That vault was a bit crap, I'm going to be honest. Whether he was chasing us or not, that vault's not going to make a difference. If he was chasing us, he would have seen it. And if he wasn't chasing us, what's the point? We could be running towards an area with a gen instead of vaulting a window. That's fine, he's left us now. So hopefully we go straight back on a gen. To be fair, I'm expecting the last gen to pop any moment now. Right, so you are looking for totems. Right. Okay. I think in terms of... Let me just pause it now since we're probably going to get slapped by Noed since there's still a totem up. Anyway, let me just speak again about perks. So, you guys seem absolutely dead set on wanting to get rid of these totems. Once again, in an optimal world, you just ignore the totems, and if he gets one person with Noed, he gets one person with Noed. But let's say you guys absolutely would prefer the higher number of escapes instead of the faster escapes. Okay, we can get rid of the Noed, absolutely, we can do that. But we're gonna need the right perk to do the job, at least to make it worthwhile. We're gonna need a counterforce, absolutely. And maybe it'll be worthwhile having designated roles for each person in the group. For instance, you could be the totem breaker with counterforce, or maybe even a boon, assuming, but I think boons are banned in general, I think. But you could have counterforce, you could be doing all the totems. That would be really nice. You can have one person that's a dedicated gen jockey with Prove Thyself and Resilience. You can have someone that's a dedicated chaser with, winners of opportunity. Right now, though, I'm absolutely not happy with our build because once again, we've pretty much got one perk. And maybe all of the perks I've listed are perks that your teammates have used and you're not allowed to use them. In that case, there's got to be something more we can find. There's got to be something more. There's absolutely got to be something other than this. Once again, if we are going for a healer build, ditch this, put botany knowledge on. Because that gives us a huge boost in healing speed if we're going to be a dedicated healer, for example. Obviously, having hard dedicated roles like that can fuck things up big time, because what if the chaser, you know, the dedicated chaser isn't being chased? What if he then goes for the dedicated gen jockey? That fucks your gens up a bit, since there won't be prove thyself. But ideally, everyone should be capable of having a chase. But yeah, I think maybe instead of wasting however many people's time all looking for totems, go for a counterforce. Definitely go for a counterforce. Right now, we're not looking back enough once again. We don't know if he's gone invisible to catch up to us faster, or if he's gone invisible to go pressure someone else at a door. We don't know this. We need to know this, because he could be walking up around here right now about to smack us. We don't know that. I'd definitely like to see a lot more just looking around with your camera. Not just around corners, but just moving independently of the camera. Don't be afraid to walk around with S instead of W, you know what I mean? Just try and get a bit more independence from your camera. Self-caring right now, since we know he does not have NOED, is fine. Someone may need a body block, so you know what, I'll take that. Right, here we go. 11 minutes, we've pretty much won. Cool. I think, ideally, this Wraith was really, really bad. You know, 2 hooks. To be fair, I think this Claudette was was leading him on a chase for a very long time. So, props to her. No doubt she's the one running Resilience and Spine Chill. Because she's done a very good job. But yeah, we really should have won this match in not 11 minutes. To be fair, it's what? 10 minutes because of the start at 9 minutes 30. That's not terrible, but I think this match, in an ideal world, could have been over in 4 minutes. In a realistic world, could have been over in about 6 minutes. But this is hardly terrible. But I definitely think there was a lot of time wasted looking for these totems, a lot of time wasted self-caring. Honestly, you could use this build for fun, definitely. But if you're looking to sweat out in a tournament and you want to win, yeah, we're going to need some work on the build. And once again, the coaching isn't just a one video thing. If you have some questions, feel free to ask me. I'll happily ping back to you. If you're wondering about a certain build or certain playstyle or certain ifs and whats for certain scenarios, I'm happy to answer any questions. Just throw me a message. Right now, so we know that Matey Boy needs a body block. Let's make sure the door is 99'd. If we can. Lovely, good job, good call. I'm liking this priority, I'm liking this. To be honest, if you didn't bother doing totems this game, there wouldn't have been all too much to talk about in terms of mistakes. The cameras have been a pretty big issue for you. We're very lucky that the Wraith rarely chased us and then abandoned us every time he did chase us. Because with our not so efficient camera placement, we were missing out on a lot of key information. It might be worth seeing like another submission where it's all 4 camera angles at once, like split in the middle, all 4 of you recording your screen. Might be a bit of a mission to try and coach 4 simultaneous gameplays, but you never know, you guys could all band together and make it work, get 4 recordings on one screen. That would probably be very useful for your tournament, assuming there's enough time to submit that. Right, at this point, he could have Blood Warden. This guy won't have Blood Warden, because this guy's terrible, but in a tournament, they could go for a cheeky Blood Warden to secure an extra kill, you never know. So right now, the safer option would be to escape, but then again, you can just outlive Blood Warden if you know what you're doing. Okay, that grab was... that was inexcusable. Right now we have to go for that. Thank God the desperate measures actually secured that. We have to leave right now, mate. Oh no, it's gone to shit. Right, inefficient pathing there. If we just made a beeline straight to the door after we got hit, instead of wasting it running around alone. Yeah, we could have made that out. And I think you don't need me to tell you that. I think hindsight tells you all you need to know there. Maybe there's a beam. Oh my bloody god, he's an idiot for not looking at a wall. Oh my god. There you go. There you go. Let me see the builds. Let me see the builds. Let me see the builds. All right. Okay. Which one isn't in your party? Probably the person that's not on PC. The build for the killer. Absolutely atrocious. Not surprised you didn't win. I'm going to ignore this person because I assume they're not in your party. So, we have 2 deadards. Does the rules not say only one? Hold up. I'm going to pull up the thing again that you just sent me for the rules. Yeah, only 1 instance of a perk is allowed per trial. I'm assuming that Crow and North are in your party. These guys are both using 2 of the same perks, 3 of the same perks. They're using the Resilience and Spine Chill juicy combo, but you would be disqualified from the tournament. I've got the rules up right now that you've sent me. Yeah, you would be banned. You guys would be disqualified. Okay, these 2 both seem to want to do the same thing, so unfortunately, one of them is going to have to give it up. One of them is going to have to decide, I need proof thyself, or I need Windows. Yeah, because these guys can't both use this build. Your team will be banned. Their builds are nice. They're rounded. They do their job. They get chases done. They have a little bit of gen pressure, a little bit of security with the decisive strike. Not so much of Iron Will, but Iron Will's always nice. Your build is not going to be useful in a tournament when you're on comms. Kindred, Discord is Kindred. You don't need that. Self-care, you don't want a self-care when you're trying to win a tournament. Desperate measures, if you really need heal speed, bring Botany. And this is fine. This is fine, especially if someone else is using Deadard. Anyway, if you have any questions, do feel free to ask me. I'll happily answer your questions. Thank you so much for choosing me to be your coach. I hope this was helpful, and good luck in that tournament, man.